If you can't kill a boss, no reason why you can't look like one. Moogle putting the wow in transmogs.
I'm not 100% sure, but I think the chest here is elite status for warlocks or for cloth wearers in Shadowlands. But the shoulders, Eternal Palace, easy pickup there. The chest, is it elite? I'm not 100% sure. It could be elite or it could just simply be the regular conquest chest piece. I'm not 100% sure. I think I made that perfectly clear. The belt goes incredibly well here. We're looking at Prideful Gladiator's Court of Accuracy. To accurately pick it up for the Horde, you're going to have to go Grievous. My PvP vendor, Marks of Honor, to pick that up. Simple get there. Moving on to the feet, which you obviously can't see on a Troll Warlock. Slippers of the Forgotten Heretic. Castle Nathria, LFR, Shriekwing, 5% drop rate. Moving on to the back, which you're going to have to be a Necrolord Warlock to pick this up, or farm it from Zargox Reborn. So that's kind of not so difficult to get if you get it from Zargox. The Handguard of the Highest Born, that's Eternal Palace Heroic for the gloves, Queen Ajara, 5% on the drop rate. Moving on, we're going to hook you up with the headpiece, which part of the same tier set as the chest. We already talked about this, not sure if it's regular Conquest gear or if it's elite gear. Forgot which. Anyway, moving on to the weapon, which is Uldir Cahoon, 7% drop rate for that staff, straight out of Uldir and BFA. I think this is a very fiery, epic look for Warlocks, particularly Destro. Of course, Demo and Affliction can wear it as well. Shawl of the Penitent, Castle Nathria Mythic. Final boss, low drop rate on those shoulders. Moving on to the chest piece, which is going to bring us to Mopland. Throne of Thunder Heroic, Primordius is the boss for the Robes of Mutagenic Blood. Of course, 12% on the drop rate for that robe. Moving on to the belt, which we're going to pull out of Castle. Well, it's not a castle, it's Nyalotha. It's a waking city. It's a woke city. Anyway, the drop rate isn't Marks of Honor. It's fair. Made a boo-boo there. Moving on to the feet, which are out of Blackrock Spire, which you can't necessarily see on this particular tomb, but you can see it on others. Drop rate 26%. And of course from BFA. As you can see, those boots are just sort of gray, so you go with anything gray. Speaking of gray, here's the Gilded Thorian Cloak, Karazhan BC version, Terrestrian Ilhoof, doing the spin, showing the cloak, 17% on the drop rate for one of the more useful cloaks in the game. Castle Nathria Mythic for the hands. Sledgefest is the boss, about 5% on the drop rate, but those are basic gray gloves, so you could go with anything there. Moving on to the headpiece, which is just a basic scarf, Zul'Farrak, various mobs, or the auction house for the Bloodwoven Mask. And finally, we're going to get to this staff, the weapon, Dreadscar Rift, Order Hole Vendor, just gold, and be a Warlock, and you can buy it. It's that simple. Going with a purple look, which always works for Warlocks. The shoulders, Castle Nyalothia, the Woke City, Mythic, Fury in the Zoth, kind of a low drop rate to get those shoulders. Not a difficult get, though, quite honestly. I think you could also get it from doing Horrific Visions. Not 100% sure, though. Robe of Equius Command, whatever. Tuba Sargeras, Heroic. Hard Jaden is the boss. We have a belt here, which is part of the same tier set as the shoulders and the gloves. Mana Infused Sash, bought. The Woke City, Marks of Honor would be incorrect. Boy, I got that wrong twice. It's just a fair drop rate to get those gloves. Moving on, Netherweave boots, BC level tailoring. Check your local auction house, check your local tailor, check a different tune if you really want to see what they look like, because they don't look so great on Warlocks, but they do on Warlocks, I mean on Undead Warlocks, but they look pretty cool here on a Void Elf. Rep and Renown, Kyrian back. So you're going to have to be a Kyrian Warlock to get that back piece, but there's lots of different things you could sub in. Castle Nyalothia, why do I keep calling it Castle? It's not necessarily Castle, it's a Woke City Mythic to get the grips. As we said, part of the same tier set as the belt and the shoulders. Headpiece, Engineering, Auction House, pretty easy pickup there. And the final piece, which of course is the weapon, which is going to bring us to BFA, Crucible, of Storms, heroic, pillar of the drowned Cabal, whatever a Cabal is. I really like the unique mix here, and it's from two very odd sources. Prideful Gladiator Fellweave Amos on the shoulders, same tier, PvP tier as the belt. If you're Horde, you're going to have to go Grievous. And now we're making good use out of Castle Nyalothia. Why do I keep calling it a castle? It's not a castle. The Waking City Radan, Robe of the Fallen Keeper, so that would be regular version on that robe. The belt, Prideful Gladiator's Court of Accuracy, Mop PvP vendor. If you're Horde, you got to go Grievous, Marks of Honor to pick that up. Next up, we're going to probably show you another piece, which happened to be the feat, which of course you can't see on an undead, but the Burning Throne is where we're heading to get these feat. Portal Keeper Hasabel is the boss. Moving on to a Void Elf and the Hands, which is Crucible of Storms LFR. Fathom Dredgers is the name, and Zaxxas the Speaker, or whatever his name is. The back really works well with this set, is purchased for gold at a Stormwind of Orgrimmar from the old school Valor Quartermaster. We're gonna move on to a Lady Human Warlock here. Once again, making good use out of engineering on the semi-automatic cranial blah blah blah. And the offhand is Molten Core, Fire Rune Grimoire, Malamars, the cookie, yes, and the weapon, Warmongering Gladiator Shanker, of course, wild if you're Horde. Here's a really sweet look for Warlocks. We're going to break it down. Castle Nathria, LFR on the shoulders, Sire Denathria's last boss, super easy get. So we're pulling the shoulders, the head, the belt, and the gloves, all from Castle Nathria. Maybe the boots too. We'll find out soon. Robe of the Waking Nightmare Hellfire Citadel. No, that's Icecrown Citadel. Different Citadel, different xpac, of course. Wrath of the Lich King to get the robe. The belt, Castle Nathria LFR once again. Artificer Zymox is the boss. Kind of a fair drop rate to pick up that belt from Shadowlands. Moving on to the feet, which are also Castle Nathria, which of course you can't necessarily see on an undead warlock. You can always substitute different feet, especially where there's a robe involved, because you're only seeing is the tip, so just keep that in mind. The hands, Castle Nathria. So the hands, the belt, the head, the gloves, well, the hands and gloves are the same thing. Shoulder and boots are all from Castle Nathria. The back, this is Alliance only, but there are lookalikes for Horde. Wake, Crest, Guard's Cloak. You're looking at Drusvar World Quest Reward. Probably already have it if you played in the beginning, paid for and played BFA in the beginning. Castle Nathria on the headpiece, we already talked about that, 5% drop rate. Now we're going to go into the offhand Hellfire Citadel LFR, which of course is from Warlords of Draenor. Gorefiend is the boss, and the weapon is straight out of the Black Temple. Illidan Stormrage himself holds the Shard of Azeroth. Love this look for Destro Warlocks. I was going to say you can wear it for fire, but you can't because of these shoulders. These are Tierce shoulders from Naxxramas normal mode, 25 man. Lothab, he carries shoulders for everybody from Wrath of the Lich King. The chest piece brings us to Cata. Simple quest reward, so the Horde can pick this up easily. Stone scale robes from Deepholm. Moving on to the belt, which is going to bring us to Warlords of Draenor, otherwise known as Warlords of Draenor the Fun, or simply WAD. Deckhands, rope, belt, Black Rock Foundry Heroic. Next up is the back, which is Firelands Mount Hyjal, Avengers of Hyjal Quartermaster 250. Gold for the Bladed Flame Wrath cover. A lot of lookalikes on that, by the way. Linen boots, simple get. Vanilla level tailoring. Check a local tailor. Check your local auction house, as we see this dwarf who's kind of moving very fast. Anyway, the hands, Valorous Plagueheart gloves, straight from the same tier set from Wrath of the Lich King as the shoulders. And now we have a Lady Warlock showing the head, Crescent Veil Cowl. Emerald Nightmare or the Auction House, super easy get. A lot of lookalikes, different quest rewards from Legion as well. You could get it that way. And the weapon, Black Morass, which of course is a dungeon from Burning Crusade. Cool looking staff. My name is Luxeley. I want to thank everybody for stopping by and of course leaving a like. If you leave a like on one video every day, well, please consider me tomorrow for a like. It helps the channel out. Easier than sending money. Leave you with a final thought. Make your day epic. It's that simple. Luxley out.